Revenge films.
The incident that happened at the company I work for was spectacular. I joined my current company right after graduating from college. It's a small, privately owned company with less than 30 employees that does things like creating websites.
Lucy, when are you going to go on a date with me?
This is my supervisor in my department, and everyone calls him Manager. He's been pestering me ever since I joined the company. I told you I have a boyfriend, so I can't, I replied with a fake smile.
You really are unfriendly.
He has a beautiful face and is slender and tall. He was also very good at his job, so the girls were pampering him.
Look at her. She actually likes him, but she's trying to get his attention by pretending she doesn't.
If she doesn't have feelings for him, I wish she'd stop. I was being singled out by my colleagues for being treated specially by Manager. In particular, Molly and Savannah were Manager's bodyguard-like enthusiastic fans. The two of them took the lead, and what started out as whispering became talking in a way that I could hear. And then I was overtly warned. To top it all off, they started putting trash and disposable masks in my locker. They wrote trash on my locker's name tag, and I sighed at their childish behavior as they put the trash away. According to company rules, I had to go through my direct supervisor before going to the president for advice, so I decided to talk to Manager. Lately, people have been putting trash in my locker.
Is it harassment?
Yes, they've been harassing me for some time, but it's gotten worse lately.
I wonder who's doing that to you.
I'm guessing it's someone who likes you.
That's a problem. By the way, you're also cute when you're in trouble.
Excuse me, I'm really in trouble, and I'd really like to talk to the president about it.
If you break up with your boyfriend and go out with me, I'll help you.
I got goosebumps as Manager smiled at me with drooping eyes. If the harassment continues, I'm thinking about quitting this place.
I understand. I'll make sure to report it to the president.
I was glad I had talked to him about it. I thought this would ease the harassment a little, but...
They were talking again the other day.
I guess we're not punishing her enough. It seems that they have seen me talking to Manager, and things got worse. The low-key harassment continued on a daily basis, with thumbtacks in the spare shoes I kept in my locker, condoms opened from a bag in my shoes, and so on. I may have no choice but to talk to the president directly about this. On Monday morning, when I opened my locker, I found a used stationery pad inside, and there were fake bloodstains rubbed into various places on the locker. They must have put it in there after I left on Friday. The smell was strong, probably because it was in a sealed locker for 2 days in the hot weather.
It stinks. Where are you changing it just because you can't make it to the bathroom?
The smell of your stinking pad is filling the whole locker room. I just want to work, but why do they have to go through such lengths? I'm at my limit. Sighing deeply, I informed that I was going to be late and cleaned up and swept up the trash. There was also dirt stuck in the locker's net rack. So I, being short, decided to bring a chair to get the dirt off. What's that? There's something black in the back of the net rack. I didn't notice it at all because it's usually dark inside the locker. I was too short to use the net rack. I pick it up, feeling a little scared to find out what it is. And I find it was a small hidden camera. What the hell? Is this another form of harassment? In the evening, everyone was gathered in the office by the president.
I recently received a report of suspicious objects in the locker. For your safety, we would like to conduct unannounced checks of your lockers starting tomorrow. I have a dirty locker.
What does he mean by suspicious objects? Everyone was wondering why they were being checked, but Molly and Savannah looked pale. It's all fine, isn't it, Molly?
They won't know we did it if they check. We just won't do anything today.
That night, I waited until everyone had left before installing a lock on my locker. Actually, after that, Although it's a rule to consult my supervisor, I decided that manager was unreliable and immediately reported about the camera and harassment to the president. The president was quite surprised, but said he would take care of it right away. After consulting with the president, we decided to connect my phone and the president's phone on a video call and leave my phone in the locker to identify the owner of the hidden camera. The president left work a little earlier than me, but I asked him to wait outside. I assumed it would probably be Molly or Savannah who did it. Soon after, my locker was opened. What? Manager? The president and I rushed to the office. Manager, why are you opening my locker?
No, I wasn't taking sneak peeks. I heard that she was being harassed. I set it up to find out who the culprit was.
When you set up the camera without telling me, it's a spy cam. This is a crime. I will call the police. Manager's face turned bright red.
I did it for your sake. If you're going to turn me into the police, I'll put the video on the internet.
Go ahead. Please release it. But I'm calling the police now, so you may not go home. Then, he turned the tables on me and grabbed me by the hair with a devilish look on his face. This was no longer the face of manager we knew. The president frantically got me and the senior away from each other, and I hurriedly called 911.
I wanted to help you. I love you.
Manager was put in a police car while ranting this. Later, during the police investigation, they found some videos of me changing clothes on manager's home computer and smartphone. They said there was a photo of me in my underwear enlarged and taped up in his room. To my surprise, he started recording me secretly a month before I was harassed. Manager said it was for my own good, but apparently he had voluntarily started taking the videotapes. There was no evidence of him releasing the video to the internet, but there were signs that he had searched for 30's Changing Clothes website, and I'd escaped just in the nick of time. Manager was arrested for voyeurism, stalking, and assault. Both Molly and Savannah were shocked at the manager's voyeurism. But of course, the video that manager had saved showed the scene of the two putting in the trash. The two who thought their harassments would not be exposed were scolded by the president and got fired. I have mixed feelings about this, because it's true that I was able to find the hidden camera thanks to the harassment. Then, the president apologized and the company offered me a consolation prize. Now I feel safe working under a supervisor who has received good compliance guidance from the head office. Manager liked and stalked me because I was petite and looked obedient. He said he'd never had trouble with any woman in his life, so he was confident that he could win me over. If he couldn't, he was going to try to get me to go out with him by extorting me for a spy video. Either way, I'm not interested in a slender, skinny guy like him. My preference is someone quite big and muscular like my former rugger boyfriend. He was quite chagrined, saying,
I wanted to sanction him.
I am getting married to him soon.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.